Hi there, it's Mark Sebastian, founder of Option Pit, and this is the Vol Report. Reminder, this is for education purposes only. Should be considered investment advice. Options have risk. Consult a financial professional for questions. So here we are, and as you can see, not the most exciting day so far relative to what we've seen the last couple days. The S&P is down about 0.75%. Dow's the worst performer, but the NDX is really strong. Meanwhile, the Russell 2000 is flat. So what's moving things around? Well, take a look. You can see your NASDAQ mega caps, Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Netflix, they're all really strong, Microsoft. And then XBI, which is the biotech ETF. What I want you to notice is that it's up 2%. Why? Right to try. The new law signed in by the Trump administration is pretty bullish XBI. So that's one to pay attention to is some of these biotechs. So take a look at Biogen. It's up nicely. Some of the other biotechs are up nicely as well. Some things that are down, take a look at Caterpillar. It's down over 1%. Deere down 2%. Why? Well, European sanctions and or tariffs and Chinese tariffs are spooking some of the industrials again today, folks, and that's driving things a little lower. You can see Vol's up a touch, and as it should. Yes, we can see the banks are off today. JP Morgan down about 1%, Goldman down about 1%. Why? Well, take a look at bonds. They're up again today. I'm as surprised as you. I think interest rates are kind of overdone, but bonds are up, and that is bad for the banks as well. Oil is down off again. So XLE, which had a really good day yesterday, is off a touch. That's also contributing to some of the weakness in the Dow. You can see ExxonMobil is off a touch. CVX is off a touch. So that's really where kind of the disconnect between NDX and the S&P is derived from. VIX is up, marginally. Took it in the chin yesterday. So the fact that it's up a little today, not a huge surprise. I would point out that some of the retailers are getting smoked. Dollar General off 7% today, almost 8%. Really ugly day. Earnings not so hot for good old DG. So that's a rough one for Dollar General. That's going to move some of that retail. I mean, XRT stinks anyway. But that is going to be one of the things that's driving XRT lower. Dollar General is soft. That's going to have a little residual on Walmart, but how much worse could Walmart get in truth at this point? So that's kind of what the landscape looks today. As the day progresses, I don't know that we're going to see any day like we saw on Tuesday or Wednesday, down big or up big. Today projects, I think, to be a little more flattish, a little more wheel spinny. I think the disconnect between the NDX and the Dow is going to keep the S&P from having a serious sell-off. And, keep an eye on the IWM. It's been a leader. It's been excessively strong. So if IWM starts to get real soft today, that could drag the market with it. As of right now, it's not. So my gut says that the SPX is going to flail around for the day, and then setting up for non-farm payrolls for tomorrow, which could be kind of an interesting one. And then keep an eye on our friends, IFA, which is the European, and on our friends in Italy as it's off a touch today. So, keep an eye on that. The market as a whole doesn't look like it's overly scared, but we could see vol take a little bit of a reverse breather and get a little bit of a bid throughout the day. But if we sit here, I expect VXX, VIX, and the like to come off. All right, folks, if you have questions, you can email me, marketoptions.com, or call me 888-TRADE-01.